Your life is about to become so much easier. I'm going to be sharing with you how to set up estimating templates to save you a ton of time, reduce mistakes, and put more money in your pocket. All right, so estimating templates. If you don't have any already, you need to get some. You're in the right place. I'm going to be sharing with you full process of how to set up estimating templates inside your business. What this is going to do for you is you'll be able to easily copy the template and then plug and play numbers and takeoffs into the estimate. Things for like if you're doing a new home build or a renovation, or if you're a trades contractor, you're going to have different types of jobs. So you're going to want to have different templates for these different jobs so that it just saves you all that kind of prep time and setting up items and all that stuff that normally go along with creating an estimate. Streamlines the process, saves you a ton of time. So we're jumping into that right away. First thing that I'm going to suggest if you're getting templates in place is use a past estimate. So if you have estimates that you've already been doing, which I'm sure you already have if you're watching this video, pull from the best ones, the biggest ones. With any kind of template, you want to have the biggest template possible because it's easier to delete stuff after. So if you do a lot of the same kind of job over and over again, let's say you're a new home builder or maybe a renovator, so you do a lot of kitchens or bathrooms or maybe main floor rebuilds or basements, whatever it is, use a previous project and then build from that. And you want to have a lot of details and data in there, but that's an easy way. Within a few minutes, you just take a previous estimate, make a template out of it. Also, check out the description. I've got a link below of how to get a free estimating template. So this is a template that I've developed over time with my years of estimating experience, as well as, helping clients with this. This is one of the first things we set up for clients is their estimate templates, because it's such an easy win that it's a no-brainer. You have to get this in place. So I'm going to be sharing with you how to do that properly. Moving on to point number 2. So you want to enlarge and detail the template. And the reason for this, like I mentioned earlier, is it's a lot easier to delete stuff out than it is to add things in. So have a really expanded everything that you could think about getting in there, without it being ridiculous, but have a lot of detail, a lot of items, have it built out. And you can use this as a checklist as well, because as you know, you've probably run through estimates really quickly, or maybe, it's late on evening or weekend or whatever, and you're still slugging away. Mistakes happen, right? So easy to forget things, and it can cost you a lot of money and bite you in the ass later. So you want to have a really built out template, and then you can use it as a checklist as you're going through. And the format is you want to start with whatever the first part of the project would be. So if we're doing like a home build, you're going to start with your pre-construction, but then after that, you've got, site work, you've got foundation, you've got framing, you got rough trades. So an estimate should be like chronologically ordered. And then as you're going through, there's going to be items on there that this project doesn't have, because most projects aren't going to have everything. So you just delete them out of there. Bob's your uncle, and away you go. So that's the step number 2, is to enlarge and detail your template. The third part of the process for utilizing templates effectively is you want to improve it regularly. And this is like one thing where you've done all this work to save time by creating a template, but then you're still changing things on your estimates all the time. So always be thinking, when you've used a template and you're going through the estimating process, if you're doing the same thing, like changing some wording, or you're always like adding something, or the way that it looks, make sure you go back to your template, because that is what you want to change. You want your template to be as realistic to what you're actually going to be estimating, and you want it to be in a format and the most generalized but specific as well, if that makes sense, format, so that you do the least amount of changes when you're actually estimating. So always go back and improve your original template based off the estimating that you're doing. Pricing will change, items may change, maybe the types of jobs you do change. So make sure you're going back and changing the template. You're with me here. We've got 2 more steps that are important in this process. So make sure you're getting all these steps, because they're all so important. Every step is going to save you a ton of time and really put your templates on another level. It's easy just to copy an old job, which is maybe what you've been doing so far, instead of having actually specific templates. I know a lot of contractors who just take a previous job and copy it and then use that as a template. The problem is no 2 jobs are going to be the same, and often one job will have something different than the previous job. That's why you work from a template, so it's the same every time. Plus, bonus tip here, pro tip, is when you need to delegate this, so you have your project manager or foreman or an estimator on your team and you need to delegate this to them, you don't want them working from previous projects because they didn't work on those projects. They don't know those projects and it's not standardized. So it's just going to be an ineffective system if you don't have standard templates in place. Making sense? Yes, no? All right. So the fourth step is backups and importing. So you always want to make sure you have backups of your templates just in case something happens. Someone goes in there and changes a bunch of things and you're like, what did you do? How was it before? So keep backups, and you can also import this. So if you have a template in one software, you can download it and upload it to another software fairly easy. So it's really easy to import estimates that you've done before from one software to another or from a spreadsheet to another. That reminds me, check out the links in the description below. I'm not just pulling your chain here. It's an amazing template that I've built out for contractors, general contractors, home builders, remodelers. Check out the link in the description below. Get the template. Even if you're a trades business, it's going to give you a really clear understanding of how to organize a template properly. So make sure you pick that up for yourself. Number 5. All right, last one here, moving quickly. It is a free template in the description below. As I mentioned, pick that up, get it done. All the best with your templating. Comment below if you want anything else or have any questions. And as always, check out these other videos here. Got new content coming out to you every week. Take care.